All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about number one, what's going on in the market, the opportunity that's out there for buyers. Um, a little bit of my experience in terms of why we decided to buy now. For those of you that follow me on socials, you would have known that we purchased in this market too. So we'll go through a little bit of the mindset there because obviously there's a time. It's no secret that we're in a buyer's market. Number one, right? Like the opportunity is definitely there. But there's no shying away from the fact that there's obviously a little bit of uncertainty in the market right now due to the war that's happening, right? So we'll talk a little bit about everything, and then we're going to look at what has been happening in Vaughan in terms of condo sales, townhome sales, and then also detached, just so you can see the opportunity that's out there, right? If you're actively looking, I'm sure you're on House Sigma, and you're probably seeing properties sell for numbers that shock you, prices that shock you, and you're thinking, oh my God, what happened here, right? And a lot of the times it's just because of the market we're in, and some sellers were in an unfortunate situation and they just needed to offload the property. Now, it's sad, yes, but you as a buyer presents you with an opportunity because it allows you to go out there and get a really good deal, right? Now, in terms of what's going on in the market, so at a very high level, prices are down about 30% since the peak of COVID. Inflation is under control, but again, can't not I'm not tone deaf to the fact that inflation will go up due to the war, due to oil prices going up, right? And groceries are not going down as well. So inflation is there; it always will be, and I think as long as it's under in a manageable state, which it is now for now, then again, it's always going to be there, right? So anyway, in terms of what's going on in the market, obviously prices are down 30%. We're in a buyer's market. We're in a market that's, where homes are sitting on the market for much longer. If you're a seller, you really need to be priced properly and you need to be working with a good agent. So if you are looking to sell, reach out to us. We'd love the opportunity to have a conversation. Now, on the buying side, a lot of opportunity for you buyers, a lot of opportunity. I had a lot of conversations with some of you that weren't able to buy what you wanted a couple of years ago, and now because of where prices are, it's a reality, right? I had one of my clients looking out in Cambridge because that's just all he could afford. Years later, prices are down. Holy crap, he can purchase in Brampton now, right? So it's a thing, it's a real thing. The opportunity's there. We don't know how long it's going to last. This isn't me being salesy. This is me sharing my mindset as to why I bought, right? So the reason I bought is number one, no one has a crystal ball. I don't know whether prices are going to go down tomorrow, up tomorrow, how much. No one does. And anyone who says they know, they're lying, right? All we can do is make an educated guess in terms of the data that's in front of us and then position ourselves in a way to protect ourselves and make money. That's all, right? So I saw where the market is. I saw we're in a buyer's market. I know anyone on the market right now is on the market for a reason because they're motivated. They need to sell or they really want to sell. So I was keeping an eye out. We saw a property, really liked it and checked all the boxes. So I said, look, the only way we're going to get this is if we land at a price that's about 3 to 5% less than market value, right? That way, if the market does go down 2 to 3%, 4%, whatever, at least we're protected on the downside. Granted, we're going to be holding for 5, 10 years anyway, so we don't really care about the small market fluctuations in the meantime. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to get a better deal, right? So that was my mindset. So it happened. We bought the property, got it for a really good deal, and happy we did, right? So that's my mindset, and that's the mindset of an active realtor who's in the trenches that, sells a fair amount of real estate. So take what you will with that. Now, in terms of what's going on in the market, if you guys are looking Vaughan, amazing. This video will make sense to you. If you're not and you want to know about what's going on in another area, we work everywhere. We've sold everywhere and we continue to sell everywhere. So if you want to get an idea of what's going on in Pickering, let me know. If you want to know what's going on in Barrie, let me know. We just sold a brand new townhome there for $591,000. Something that, in Barrie cost $591, in Vaughan would have costed $1.15 million. Right? So if you just want to know what the difference is in terms of price and where you can get a good bang for your buck, reach out. If you have my Instagram, it's Paul _. If you have my email, shoot me an email, Paul at Tyler McClear Realty Group. But anyway, we'd love to get you some answers. But we'll get into it. So this is the condo market in the last month. This is from March 1st up until now, and right now it's March 20th. So it's crazy to see. Like, we have prices that are back to 5, 6 years ago. You have a 1 bed, 1 bath at Honeycrisp, which is about a 5-year-old building, if not less. This buyer picked it up for $355. no parking. But a lot of these people work remote. They don't need parking. And if that's you, you can get a really good deal. Now we're going on to Portage Parkway. Small, yes, we're under 500 square feet. But again, if you don't care for size and you just want to get your foot in the door and want to put your money to work, and this space works for you because you're a single person, then you can buy a condo for $390,000. To put it in perspective, your down payment on this is it's 5%. It's 5%. So 5% of 450,000, it's like $20,000. $20,000, if you can get the financing, you own a condo. You own a condo, you got your foot in the door. Right? Now we're moving over to Jane and Highway 7, 1 bed, 2 bath, over 600 square feet, 460,000. Just to put it in perspective, and I don't mind sharing this, I paid 630,000 for a 500 square foot 1 bed with no parking. 630 I paid for a 500 square foot condo, right? So that's the difference in prices right now over the last 2-3 years. Almost, this is a bigger unit than mine, Highway 7, 2908 Highway 7. Bigger unit, an extra bath, new building-ish, not really. It's like 11 years old, and they bought it for 460. So that's the opportunity that's in the market right now. Now we're at Charisma, 9,000 Jane, over 600 square feet, 1 bed, 2 bath, $520,000. You put down 25,000, you got a brand new condo, 2-year-old condo. So you get the gist. This is what's going on in the condo market. Woodstream, a little bit of an older building, Martin Grove and Highway 7, 700 square feet though, 547,000. And again, if you can get the financing, your down payment is very minimal. So that's what's going on in the condo market. Obviously, the more we scroll, the more expensive it's going to get. 1,000 square foot unit, completely renovated, sold for 740,000. Okay. Now we're going to go on to Vaughan townhomes. Here we go. So detached under 2,000 square feet, you can pick up for under $1 million. 920. Oh, let's give it a second. Let's see if I'm going to load. Let's see if I'm going to load. I should be coming. Let's give it a second. There we go. Okay, we're back. So under 2,000 square feet, $925,000 in Vaughan, a Vaughan detached, sold for $925,000. I have no words. Another one, $1,035,000, $1,050,000, $1,050,000. Like a couple of years ago, 1.4, 1.5. Yes, obviously inflated, but just to show you the opportunity. 1.15. Once you get into like 2,000 square feet plus, then you're going to be closer. You're going to be getting like 1.15 to 1.2, right? So super nice options. The opportunity for buyers right now is crazy. Again, sellers, it is what it is. If you have the luxury of holding onto your property for another couple of years, and you have the luxury of waiting for prices to come back up, then I'd say, hey, hold. I'll be the first one to tell you hold. But if you need to sell because maybe, I don't know, you're leaving the country, maybe you're going through a separation, unfortunately, and you need to sell, then it is what it is. But for you buyers, the opportunity is there right now, right? So if you're looking to purchase in between now and the next year's time, reach out to me. We can have a conversation, and we'll love the opportunity to be a resource of information over time. So I do these once a month. If you're new here, I do these once a month. So we will do another one next month, and we'll go from there. Take care, guys.